for all of the movies in the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World franchise. Now I am up to Jurassic World, the requel or legacy sequel from 2015, which was basically kind of like a reboot, but still continued on the storyline from the original series. This, you got a new director in Colin Trevorrow, and you have new cast members and Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard. So, you know, it should be great and entertaining. And I don't say that sarcastically. I actually do enjoy this movie. I think Jurassic World is the best movie in the series outside of the original movie. Yeah, it does play very closely to that original movie. It pays a lot of homage to it. There's a lot of callbacks, a lot of references. It basically kind of does like a Force Awakens type thing where it really feels like that original movie. But despite all that, I find it entertaining. I don't know. To me, this is the epitome of a summer blockbuster. You got big monster dinosaurs running around, terrorizing the park. And, you get Chris Pratt in a pretty decent, okay role. Bryce Dallas Howard, they're two good actors. Unfortunately, their characters aren't written all that well, but they do what they can with them. And for the most part, I think they work. Most of the other characters in the movie don't work all that well. But essentially what you have with Jurassic World is now the park is open. Jurassic Park is a park now. And it's great, people are coming from all over the world to see dinosaurs, but unfortunately, people don't care about dinosaurs anymore. They're not impressed by them anymore. So Bryce Dallas Howard is basically like the manager of the park, and she gets her crack team of scientists to go in and create a new dinosaur, the Indominus Rex. This pulls DNA from all different kinds of dinosaurs as well as other animals. And eventually, this Indominus Rex is able to escape its paddock and wreak havoc on the park. And it's up to Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and her two nephews to save everybody and stop the Indominus Rex from, destroying all of Jurassic World. On paper, it doesn't really sound all that great, but like I said, hey, it's entertaining enough. I find a lot of this movie to be pretty fun. I would say, some of the problems with this movie, a lot of the dialogue is, kind of whatever. It's definitely not a very well-written movie, but I think what Trevorrow is able to get out of, most of the cast, and even though this movie relies very heavily on CG dinosaurs versus animatronics and physical, puppets and things like that. Despite all that, I think for the most part, the CG works pretty well. I believe a good chunk of it. There's times where it does look rough and not that engaging. And, there's moments in the movie that feel a little mean-spirited. Even with all of its flaws, despite everything, like I said, I have a good time with this movie. I think it works more than it doesn't. I think the action sequences are actually pretty intense. They're pretty entertaining. There's some fun moments throughout. It's nice to see the park actually up and running for once instead of just like, hey, eventually we're going to get to that park, right? Eventually Jurassic Park will be a thing. It's nice that they finally went away from that and, actually introduced the park in its full openness and everything. But, this is a movie that I think is widely criticized by a lot of people. And they're not wrong. There's a lot that does not work in this movie, but I find enough of it that does work to still entertain. And even though I still have the opinion that this series should have only had one movie, this is probably the worthiest sequel in the franchise to give a watch and still have some fun and entertaining moments throughout. But yeah, that's about it for me, guys. If you have seen Jurassic World, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more reviews, rankings, all kinds of good stuff. I'll leave all my links down below on where you can follow me and check out more of my reviews. And be sure to check out all my other reviews from this little series I'm having where I'm going back and reviewing each entry in the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World franchise leading up to Jurassic World Rebirth. We'll see how that one pans out. But until next time, guys, I will catch you all later.